Whoa, that looks like it's going to fall. Okay, it's 12:14. If you want to let folks in, that would be great.
Okay, perfect.
Thank you so much for helping me too.
Of course, have fun.
Put this on the side. All righty, guys. Good afternoon, everyone. How are you guys doing today? Good afternoon and welcome, everyone. My name is Joy Mayer, and on behalf of everyone in class, we're so excited you're pursuing one of the amazing majors offered by our college. I'm so glad you're here this afternoon. As part of the required pre-orientation modules, we included our class college presentation in those modules. So you've actually already seen our college presentation. Do you guys remember that? That presentation included your entire schedule that you're following today, just so that you would all be aware. We explained how you would receive academic advising, and we also outlined all the specific requirements that you guys need to understand to earn your degree. Do you remember those things like the academic map, the academic checklist, the advising checklist, and the degree progress report? These are all the tools you guys will have to use until that time that you graduate. They all assist you in understanding degree requirements. So please refer back to that presentation at any time you need to review any of those tools. Understanding those things, guys, is the key really to your success in understanding and participating in advising. So the purpose of this live gathering this afternoon is to review the most frequently asked questions during orientation. You've already seen our college meeting presentation. So these questions, this FAQ presentation, in other words, is going to supplement the advising support you already receive from your academic. After which we're going to release you all. You'll be done to get back to the email communications with your academic advisor. You'll be all done with at least this visual part of orientation. So we'll go ahead and get started. So that we can all quickly get on the same page, guys. This is your schedule today. You're looking at it on the screen. It should look very familiar. So from 8 to 10 this morning, you guys should have popped right into your email accounts. In your email, you are to locate an advising email that said Spring 2021 Academic Advising, right? You are to review that information from your academic advisor. And from that advising, if you had any follow-up questions, if you didn't understand anything, or you just had supplemental questions, you are to respond via email to your advisor. That was the time to start that process early this morning. You also received a list of courses that your advisor recommends that you take Spring 2021. And we know many of you already started adding those courses to your shopping cart. So great job with that part. Then from 10 to 11:30 this morning, you got busy with some UH-specific virtual meetings. That ran through 11:30. And now here we are midday, 12:15, and this is your virtual college meeting wrap-up. Again, our purpose right here is just to review with you the most frequently asked questions, things we know most of you would be asking at this time. We're going to take care of all of them during this wrap-up session. So let's get started. First question, What should I do if I still have a TSI hold? I can't enroll in courses until that hold is removed. Well, you guys know that all students joining UH must demonstrate college readiness in reading, writing, and mathematics. You might have already taken the TSI assessments. If you did, good job. Or maybe you took courses at another school, maybe community college, that allowed you to demonstrate readiness in those subjects. So at the time you were admitted to UH, any test scores or transcripts you submitted to UH were reviewed to determine if you had satisfied all the TSI requirements. If for any reason you were incomplete in any of those areas, what happens is a TSI hold was placed on your student record. That keeps you from building a schedule for the spring. You also, at that same moment, received an email. It was automatically sent to you explaining TSI requirements, so to make them clear to you. And at that time, you were advised, hey guys, stop and take your TSI assessment before orientation. So here we are today, the day of live orientation. What if you still have a TSI hold at this point? What should you do? If you have a hold now and you are TSI complete or incomplete, but you have unofficial documentation you can send us today, do so. What you need to do is follow the instructions you see here on the screen. Go ahead and send that unofficial documentation that proves your TSI complete to tsi@uh.edu. What will happen is our TSI staff will read your email, look at your documentation, and they will release your hold if you're complete in all three areas of the TSI requirement. It's important to note, though, if you do send in unofficial documentation today, just to get that hold release, you will have to follow up with UH and submit official documentation showing that same information. So at this point, if you don't have any documentation that you can submit, what we're asking you to do is stop and take the TSI assessment. Yes, even today, do that prior to enrolling in any courses. It's given remotely at the UH testing website, which you see here on your screen. The website is uh.edu/USSC/TSI. At the testing services website, you'll need to request a remote voucher. And from that voucher, you'll use the provided code in order to take the assessment. Your academic advisor needs to know what you're doing with TSI also, right? Because they need to support you around that matter. So please make that a part of your email conversation with your academic advisor today if you haven't already done so. Okay, question number 2. I transferred in many courses from another school, but some of those are not currently applying to my degree. What should I do about that? Well, in these situations, if this is yours, refer back to your academic advising email and check the academic advisor notes section. If your academic advisor is recommending that you submit transfer course petitions for some of the courses you've already completed, they will indicate which courses in that email, and they'll be requesting that you retrieve the syllabi for those courses. Also, how many of you took courses fall 2020 at another institution? If you did, we likely do not have those results posted to your student record yet. So make sure that you check your advising email. Your advisor is probably reminding you again to make sure to request that transcript for the fall semester and get that sent to UH. Your advisor needs to know which courses you might have taken fall 2020, so please email them with that information. Question number 3. I did receive academic advising this morning, but it's for a major I do not want. I do not want the class major to which I was accepted. What do I do now? Well, when you apply to UH, you actually have choices in major selection. You, as a student wanting to come to UH, you say, my first choice is, and you insert that choice. My second choice of major would be this. My third choice of major is this. So if the major you selected as your first major had special admissions criteria, maybe a major in another college, what happened is UH reviewed your academic credentials, and if you did not meet the academic requirements to be admitted to that first major you selected, UH placed you in your second major spot. That's how you got to that major. And the same thing happened there. If there were special requirements there and you didn't meet them, they placed you in your third major selection. So what's happening today is you're receiving advising today for the major to which you were accepted. All right. Change of major requests were accepted up to 5 business days before today's orientation. I've already been receiving lots of emails from students saying, hey, I requested a change of major. What do I do? Well, if you submitted it within that 5 days, remember, we just came back from winter break. So if that change of major wasn't processed on time, maybe it still will be. But for today's purpose, if you did submit a change of major request, you should have received a return email response, feedback indicating whether you were eligible to change major. We wanted that to happen before today so we could hook you up with the right academic advisor. If you're attending orientation today and you received your advising for your class major, but you're thinking, hey, I really don't want this major. Can I change my major even now, even after I'm attending orientation? Well, you can. If you did not already request a change of major, you see here there's a link that you can use to still request a change of major. But the important thing to remember here, and this is very important, if you still plan to request a change of major even today, do not schedule any classes today. Don't build a schedule for the spring. If you do, you won't be able to change your major. So it's very important that you don't schedule any courses today if you still want to change your major before starting the spring semester. All right, to further assist students who may want to change major in the semesters ahead, our UH transfer advising program is offering online events on each of the dates shown here. There's only a few left, right? Why is this support considered so valuable though? This team, our transfer advisors, they support all colleges, maybe the college you want to be admitted to instead of our college. All colleges, all majors. So when you do not currently meet the requirements for admission to a major you really want, they help you understand how to prepare to change, possibly to that major, right? That includes advice on what courses to take this semester, courses that apply to the major you were accepted to, and ensuring at the same time they'll also apply to the major you want to change to later. This team is very experienced in offering this critical interim support you may need today. And that gives you the confidence in the decisions you're making today about what courses to schedule for the spring semester. All right, next question, question 4. Academic advising by email is something I'm really not used to. What if I don't understand the information I received from my academic advisor? I just need more help getting started. Well, we totally get that. For all of the spring admits that have already gone through orientation, We've heard this from them quite often, and it's why you were required to view our college meeting where we presented all those academic tools that we knew you would need to understand your academic advising. Remember the academic map as an example? That academic map, if you've not yet pulled it, and it's shown here on your screen on the right side, right? That is an outline of all the courses that are required for the major you've been admitted to. So follow it. If you've not already done so, refer to that map. Start at the top and work your way down. What you want to do is don't schedule any courses you've already taken. Concentrate on any courses on the academic map that you've not yet taken. Find the next course you need to take to earn your degree. The courses your advisor has already recommended that you take for spring 2021, you'll find them included on this academic map. If you've been admitted to a pre-major, and this is going to apply to a lot of you, right? If you've been admitted as a sociology student, psychology, American Sign Language interpreting, or communication sciences and disorders, you are admitted as a pre-major. So this guide helps you to visualize, right? An advising checklist, which you see here on the left, helps you visualize what courses you've already taken and what courses you still need to complete for your degree. And important here is that you use this guide, right, to focus on the classes that you need to complete in order to be fully admitted to your major. Look here on the left-hand side on the psychology checklist that you're looking at. Right here in this area, just as an example, it's saying, hey, in order to be admitted fully to the psychology major, you must successfully complete those courses identified here first. After that, and only after that, can we fully admit you to the major. So your degree progress report won't be complete if you're a pre-major until you complete those courses your academic advisor has outlined. Okay, here is an example here, right? I thought my major was psychology, but now I see it reflected as pre-psychology. What does this mean? If you are admitted as a pre-major, notice there are a few courses you must take first before we can admit you. This example here again is psychology. Notice that this circle is around courses you need to focus on first. Focus on those courses early, right? So that we can admit you fully to your major. All right, we'll go further on to our next question, question number 5. What is my degree objective? We covered this in the college meeting. Here we're focusing on, is your major for a degree that's Bachelor of Arts or Bachelor of Science? Some of our class majors have offered both degree objectives, right? Psychology is a good example. You can pursue a Bachelor of Arts or a Bachelor of Science in psychology. But other class majors like history or English have only one degree objective, only Bachelor of Arts. If you're pursuing a Bachelor of Arts degree, it's important to focus on the advising and course recommendations now to help you understand what needs to be satisfied early. If you're a Bachelor of Arts candidate, you must complete 6 hours of foreign language at the sophomore level or higher. This requires that you start early because it can take up to 4 semesters to complete that requirement. And if you're joining UH as a junior, you certainly want to make sure it doesn't extend or prolong your degree completion. So email your advisor today if you have any questions about how and when to satisfy your Bachelor of Arts language requirements. All right, last question, question number 6. The courses my advisor recommended that I take for spring 2021 are not available. They're full. What should I do at this point? Well, all of our advisors, in addition to the 5 courses they're recommending that you take for this spring, they also included 6 additional hours, 2 more alternative courses to address this particular situation. Find that information in your advising email. And remember too, guys, it's late. We're just about to start the spring semester. So what does that mean? That means all of our UH students started scheduling their courses last November. They really were able to get a jump on you guys. So lots of courses may be full. Registration, we say now, is at a premium. So make sure you look for courses that are in waitlist status, because that will open up a lot of options for you at this late date. And this is why we're encouraging all of you not to wait, especially until next week, to enroll in your courses. All right, and wrapping things up, now that we're wrapping up this short presentation, we want to take a moment here to highlight the most important dates to keep your eye on at this point. Information you can always find on UH's academic calendar. Notice this calendar is for spring 2021. And notice on the calendar that the first session, session 1, starts Tuesday, January 19th. Be prepared. Notice the last day to add a course is Tuesday, January 26th. And also the last day to drop a course is Wednesday, February 3rd. And just to give you all something to look forward to this semester, notice that your spring break is scheduled for March 15th through March the 20th. All right, guys, just like that, we're approaching that 1 to 5 period, 1 to 5 p.m. time period, right? The time now to complete the remaining task for orientation, and that's wrapping up your email communication with your academic advisor and registering for your courses. Your academic advisors are going to be active in email now until 5 p.m. So get busy in email. Do you have follow-up advising questions? Email them, wait for their response. If necessary, email them again. They'll be responding to your emails until 5 p.m. We're ready now to let all of you get back to that important work in wrapping up those communications. So thanks to all of you for your attention for these important wrap-up questions. Stay focused to complete your communications with your advisor, and feel free to contact our team with any questions you might have about your orientation experience. You can send those questions to the 2 email addresses you see up on your screen now, and of course we'll help you with your questions. So, okay guys, this wraps up our college meeting wrap up. We're all done. Thank you so much for your attention, and best wishes for your spring semester. Thank you guys.